If you're South Asian, then you most likely have seen the 1995 Bollywood movie DDLJ, or Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, and undoubtedly the film has had a major impact on Indian pop culture, as well as tourism in Switzerland. Every year, thousands of tourists come to Switzerland to see the beautiful scenery and the same views that movie lovers grew up seeing on the movie screens. Scenes like these ones at an airstrip in Sanin, or the early Beck in the town of Stad, or the now famous Raj and Simran Bridge in Sanin. And of course, Interlaken and many other spots across the beautiful country of Switzerland. On our 5th day in Switzerland, we checked out of our hotel in Wilderswil and headed towards the town of Zermatt. And on the 2.5-hour drive, we made plenty of pit stops, including some of the iconic locations where DDLJ was filmed. If you love Bollywood, then you won't want to miss this one. After having a quick and easy breakfast in Wilderswil, we hit the road early in the morning, driving along the shore of Lake Thun. We had another cloudy day in the forecast, but as always, the Swiss countryside didn't disappoint. Oh yeah, I should probably mention, we accidentally clicked avoid highways on our directions, so our drive was entirely through inner roads. But that ended up being a scenic route towards Zermatt for us. Even though this was a mistake on our part, I would say driving through the Swiss countryside was a lot more scenic and offered way better views than the highway would have. Our first official DDLJ stop was the ski town of Stad. We're in Stad right now. A lot of the DDLJ scenes were filmed here as well. I think there was a chocolate store that they went to, and there's a small bridge by the train station where they did a scene. Stad is synonymous with luxury and has been a popular destination among some of the wealthiest people in the world. You'll feel it right away as you walk past many designer storefronts like Louis Vuitton, Cartier, and Hermes. Let's keep going.
I'm a good wife.
Let's keep walking.
Yeah, I'm a good wife.
Stad is a mountain village, and here's a hiking map showing all the trails in and around the area. So you can see how we are currently here in Stad, and all around us are mountains, and they're all interconnected with trails. Since this is a mountain town, it is a lot colder here and windier. I would say it's like 5 or 6 degrees Celsius probably. And I think there's an Air Force base here, or there's some sort of Air Force activity going on. So there's jets that we're hearing, but we can't see them because it's so cloudy. I'm trying to find them, but we can't see them. Now, I'm not much of a Bollywood buff, but Afra really wanted to visit these locations, which is why I might sound a bit uninterested at some points. Our first stop was the Early Beck Cafe in Stad. Want to tell where we are?
We're at the cafe from DDLJ. I don't know much about that other than that.
You're very boring.
And then mocha, one mocha one. And then what is the...
We grabbed some chocolates for the road and a cup of latte. It was a nice stop along the way, and we actually loved the chocolate and took it home with us to Canada. Are you happy?
I'm so happy. I'm so excited for this.
The ambience in the cafe was also enjoyable. I could see why this was picked as a location for DDLJ. The next stop was the village of Sanin, which had a couple of spots that we wanted to see, including the infamous Raj and Simran Bridge, which actually has a DDLJ poster on the bridge itself. We're in Sanin now, so the train station is right beside me, over there. And this bridge is another location that they use for DDLJ. It's the famous bridge where they shot a scene, so let's go check it out. There's also a church right there. I believe they filmed some scenes there as well. We don't have time right now. We're on the way to Geneva Airport actually to return our rental, so we aren't going to be exploring the church. But yeah, they did scenes at the church as well. I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but there's an airstrip right there. And there was another scene in the movie where Shah Rukh Khan was chasing an airplane, I think. So yeah, that's the airstrip, and it's right beside the bridge. Yeah. Our final stop on the DDLJ tour was the town of Zweisimmen. Here DDLJ was filmed at the train station, located right in the heart of the village. And this is our last stop, which is the town of Zweisimmen. This is where I think they missed their train in the movie, so we're gonna go see the train station. Okay, so we are at the train station, and I don't think they have a kiosk here anymore, or it has changed quite a bit from when they filmed the movie. It's still a cool spot, but yeah, it seems to be missing a kiosk that they shopped at. That's what we're looking for right now, but yeah. And there is like an older train over here. It looks like it's decommissioned back there, but looks a lot different. We couldn't find the kiosk, so we're just gonna grab lunch at a grocery store and head back on the road because we're getting late. We have to return our car at 4 p.m, so we're gonna get on the road. And we're also gonna be eating on the road because we're getting very late.
I got a tuna burger, I believe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
a tuna,
some sort of tuna sandwich.
Yeah.
I got a Mediterranean pasta salad. To go with that, I got a pretzel-looking bun. And for our drinks, I got a latte to go. And after I got a
Capri Sun.
Capri Sun. I like the packaging, it's very compact. Yeah. From there, we drove all the way to Geneva, dropped off our car rental, and picked up my brother-in-law, who joined us for our trip in Zermatt. Geneva is located on the border of France and Switzerland, and the drive there actually took us through France, which I wasn't really expecting. We were driving, all of a sudden we realized that everything was French. I noticed that the flags on the coast were all the flag of France. And then I looked at the map and we actually realized we're in France right now. We thought there would be some sort of like border crossing. We are in France right now apparently. And we're gonna head back to Switzerland in about an hour, I think. In another video, we'll show you an amazing town to visit in France called Annecy. And if you're staying in Geneva, it's definitely worth a visit, being only about an hour and a half drive away. Before driving to Tosh, the last village before Zermatt that you can actually go to by car, we stopped in Montreux for dinner. We arrived there right around sunset and enjoyed our meal right by the water. Located on the shore of Lake Geneva, Montreux is a French-speaking resort town and has stunning architecture backdropped by mountains and the lake itself. We were glad to finally catch a real sunset as we enjoyed our chicken shawarma. This is our first sunset in Switzerland. First time we've seen an actual proper sunset with the mountains in the back. And
First time we actually saw sun all day. Yeah.
Montreux is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a bit fancy, but it's really nice.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a visit.
How beautiful is the sunset?
We will head to Zermatt now. We had dinner. I think we'll call it a day for the vlog. Time to check into Zermatt and then we'll see how the hotel is. That marked the end of our 5th day in Switzerland. Zermatt is a car-free village, so my brother-in-law dropped us off at the Zermatt train station while he stayed in Tosh. We took a late night train and checked into our next hotel for the night. In the next vlog, we'll show you the amazing and budget-friendly hotel we stayed at, as well as show you what we did in Zermatt. So join us next time in our next vlog.